Hello, my name is Alex Nervo. I'm a student at the University of Texas at Arlington. I will be speaking about Amazon and how they're breaking antitrust laws. Um, the purpose of my speech is to really just to shine a light on different things that Amazon has done throughout the years and how they're continuing to do them through loopholes. But it's really just to provide the facts. So let's get right into it. Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world. They're also one of the most profitable companies in the world and in America. For the first 20 years, they had humble beginnings, right? They were selling college textbooks. They are the definition of what makes capitalism work in the United States of America. However, they are also shining a very bright light on the dark sides of capitalism. That is the antitrust side. Um, So one of the ways that Amazon will implement these loopholes through capitalism and the antitrust side of things is through undercutting their competitors. So what they'll do is they'll go to the competitors and they'll buy these products and give the competitor a profit. Then they'll come on Amazon's website and they'll sell it for pennies on the dollar, and they sell it and sell it and sell it till the competitor can no longer sustain that business model. They can no longer pay for what they need to pay for. They can no longer pay the light bill, pay the rent, pay things like that, right? So that's the first problem. And one of the good examples is through diapers.com. Now, the United States Supreme Court ruled in 1986 that this would be implausible, that this is not true, that this can't happen. Why would a competitor, such as Amazon, for example, buy, in this case, it was Mitsubishi, a Japanese electronic supplier who was buying out the competitors, right? It was buying and buying and buying and buying. Why would they go out and buy from the competitor, sell it at a ridiculously cheap rate for uncertain gains? There's no guarantee that they will win anything, that they will gain anything out of it, right? Uncertain gains. So they ruled that it's implausible. So anything after that has been very hard to prove that they are doing that. One of the ways, current examples is diapers.com. So they would buy diapers, right? Diapers from diapers.com, and they would sell them on Amazon's website. Now, diapers.com originally didn't want to sell on Amazon's website, but the diapers.com, they said, okay, if you're not going to sell your diapers from diapers.com on Amazon's website, that's fine, no problem. We're going to buy diapers from you. And as they bought diapers from diapers.com, they were lowering the price, lowering, pennies on the dollar, till finally everybody was buying diapers, the same type of diapers from Amazon, right? And so nobody was buying diapers from diapers.com. Diapers.com went out of business, and then they had to get bought out. They got bought out by none other than Amazon, okay? The next problem is that they are conducting loopholes that are seen as acceptable under the generally accepted accountability principles. However, let's just go into it for 1 second. They have over 228 million square feet footage in leases, right? These leases are something they're considering assets. These assets give them a very big green number in cash flow and revenue. However, they're not considering these assets, these lease payments, the rent, as a part of their things they would take out of their deduction in the overall revenue that they would make. So basically they say, okay, we have these assets over here, we have this much in leases and footage and property and stuff like that, but you know what, they're not even accounting for it and how much, it's as if they own it, right? So that's a big problem. However, this is exactly what's acceptable in the generally accepted accountability principles, and it's just one of the loopholes that they're acquiring right now. If we were to take this into account, they would be actually losing a profit. Losing a profit is one of the number one things that you can do to prove antitrust laws. That means that you are selling your competitors' products at a lower rate, and therefore you're losing money because you have to buy their product at a higher rate. Say for example $3, and then they sell it for 2 pennies, and so they're losing a lot of money. But in the end, they're going to get the gains of buying that company. But they're not losing money on paper, especially with the way they're maneuvering around these assets, especially the 288 million square footage they have. The next thing is Amazon levies many different fees through its business model. One of the most profitable fees is the seller fees. They will have the seller fees. So Okay, so until recently, March 2019, how they did business is they would buy from all these companies, buy, and everything would be housed in an Amazon warehouse, okay? And it would be housed there, stored there, then Amazon would ship it out and do its own thing, right? In March 2019, that all completely changed, and they said, we are not going to sell. We are not going to buy from y'all no more. If you want to continue to sell with us, that's fine. So what these business companies were doing is like, okay, well, we've been selling with Amazon all this time. Let's continue to sell with them, right? So now they're selling to Amazon, but now they have to pay a seller's fee. Seller's fee, that's the number one fee, okay? Then after that, they said, well, Amazon was storing our products too. They would buy it and they would be in the warehouse. It would stay there. It would be stored there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and apply, we're going to go ahead and say, okay, Amazon, go ahead and take our products and you can store it as well. That's the number two fee, storage fees. Then after it's with Amazon, what is Amazon going to do with it? It's not going to stay there. It's going to be shipped. So they got to pay shipping fees, right? So that's the number three fee. So after that, you go into, well, now we got the seller fee. Okay, we got the storage fee, and then we have the shipping fee. All these fees used to be taken on by Amazon, but now they said they said they're not going to do that, and they unloaded all these fees onto the seller. Now, what happened was the seller's like, okay, that's fine, I'll just raise my prices. You would think that, right? But they actually have a contract with Amazon saying that they can't raise the prices at all. This is part of the predatory pricing that they have, which continues on till this day. And recently, they just lifted it, saying that they can raise their prices because the Congress was going to step in and actually start a case against them. One of the senators out of Connecticut. As we go on, we need to make sure that Amazon is not doing predatory pricing, but we also need to make sure that we are looking for competition. Even if it's a little bit more expensive on other websites, Amazon isn't always the best website. That concludes my speech for today. My name is Alex Nerva. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Thank you.